Since the establishment of the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board, NCDMB, there have been great emphasis on the need to increase local participation in the oil and gas industry, boost indigenous businesses, as well as improve the nation's economy. And so, as a pragmatic board, when the opportunity came for the local operators to energize and improve operational efficiencies through the Project 100, it was embraced with open arms. Hello and thanks for joining us in continuation of our special report on the Project 100 beneficiary companies. We will bring to you one-on-one interview we had with 3 of these notable companies. I am Zainab Obiti. In the lineup today, we have Charles Emelu, the Managing Director and Chief Executive of Nec Tecnical System Limited. Also on the program is Shawana Kolawale, the Young and Dogged Managing Director of Olutee International Limited, as well as Aga Abani, the tenacious Managing Director and Chief Executive of Harrybeat International Services Limited. This is Economy Today. Don't go away.
Nec Tecnical System Limited is a wholly indigenous young company with a special focus on corrosion/coating services, mechanical and maintenance services, civil engineering services, procurement and supply services, among others. Driven by the mission to be a reference point in the oil and gas industry, the company constantly develops roadmap for coordinated and comprehensive operations to deliver professional and cost-effective solutions to its clientele. Charles Chikwuma is the Managing Director and Chief Executive.
The system is otherwise known as NTSL. Was incorporated 1998, and we have operated for 2 decades now. That is how we started our business since 1999 up to this day, and I know we're moving forward. So when we started at the inception, we engaged in corrosion engineering. When I mean corrosion engineering, we were into pipeline protection of all manner of steel structures in oil and gas industry, and other production companies, not just oil and gas industry, because when you talk about corrosion control or corrosion engineering, you talk about coating. So we do painting. You know, in a layman language, you call it painting, but to us, we call it coating. So we were doing that for other companies, other industries, that is not oil and gas. And also, we did in those days NDT, we do now so many other things, which include but not limited to pipeline. We do construction of pipeline, we do procurement, we do also statutory inspection of already built stations that have worked for some time. You need to certify them whether they are fit to continue service. So we do certify them for fit for service.
As a focused and dynamic company with a culture that revolves around integrity, entrepreneurship, teamwork, it has grown to be a strong player in the oil and gas industry.
Our unique selling point is quality delivery. Is our goal to make you happy, and not just giving you quality delivery, is working within the timeline. We have gotten sometimes bonuses from our client. Sometimes the bonus will be to give us new job. While you are doing this one, you are given a change order for another job just by the corner. You continue. So we have enjoyed that, and it had been our selling point. So many of the jobs we do, actually, we see ourselves not participating in sub-tenders. We discover that we continue just without leaving the site, because of how we do our jobs. Yeah, again, communities like us so much because we do not cheat them. We discuss with them very well, and they feel us when we work with them. So that is one of also the selling point, because where people say that is not a no-go area for them, is not for us. We go there. So some companies that feel a certain site is so volatile they cannot go there, they will call us, that because we know how to break the ground. We will go there and get the job done. If Nigerians can take place in all those things, you know that we have the expertise to develop, and we would like to engage into the main oil and gas services, like that pipeline building I have said before. And we also want to go into the marine, to provide marine services, give service boats. We have those vessels that can carry crew, people on site at offshore. We have security vessels to supply. Those are areas also we want to.
He tells us about the journey so far.
We have not gone any step backward. We've really continued to increase. You can see this office belongs to us. When we started in a shop. Actually, I would tell you, I started with my portfolio and my Santana, and we moved from Santana to having a shop. From having a shop, we had a yard where we brought in containers and reformed them to become porter cabins, and we moved from there to hire duplex where we stayed. Now we're here. So it has been so progressive, and in the business also it's been so positive too. The volume of business we've been doing has so increased, which of course we want to lash on what is going on with Nigerian content to be bigger, as we bring their leverage, at least give us contact into the oil and gas industry.
With its unique kind of service in the oil and gas industry, Nec Technical Systems Limited's performance have been quite impressive and earned it a place in the Project 100 program of the NCDMB.
I will give credit to the Executive Secretary. They provided a good platform with their outlined standard, which you must meet as a company before you could be enlisted. The shortlistment wasn't just by who you know. I never knew any person there, and it came. We ignored it first. We thought it's something coming from one, just like a spam mail coming from one person that may like to dupe us. So we ignored it. It came again. We said, this mail, let us look at it. We opened it and made calls, because there was a contact there. We made calls and now confirmed that it's real. So we looked at their conditions, the outlined papers you need to submit, and all the conditions you have to necessarily conform with before you will be enlisted. So we checked our company. We felt if we put a shot to it, we will get it, because we have those statutory documentations, and we gathered them together, and within the time limit which was given, we were able to submit. And in their wisdom, as they looked through their papers, and one day we received a new mail that we have been shortlisted, and we are invited for inauguration. So we are part of the people that our company that were inaugurated first. We want to engage ourselves in main pipeline activities, like having a turnkey job from engineering, procurement, construction, and commissioning. So our expectation is before the next 5 years, we want to get into that level, and is one of their interest to upgrade the level of the Project 100 team. I think we want to fall into that category. They must bring up from where we are now, because we have what it takes.
Training is of utmost importance to the existence of the company. There are also intention to diversify.
In our diversification plan, we feel we are fit also to do construction, in civil construction, that is what I mean. So we've done in the past small construction activities, but we are launching into bigger constructions.
At Nec Technical Systems Limited, the host community is carried along in their operation.
We engage them in trainings, like we are open to training them with ITF scheme, like industrial training schemes. We always tell them to bring in their people. Then we do some projects like building halls. We have also done water boreholes for them. We also do employment of categories of our staff which are compulsory, especially semi-skilled, low-skilled. Then the other one, you have to come in on a merit level. If we are employing and advertise it, come, you join the people that will be interviewed. If you pass, you'll be taken. But the other lower skilled, like unskilled laborers or semi-skilled, we give them provisions, we give them opportunities to enter without struggle.
Truly, Nec Technical Systems Limited is poised to deliver professional service that will positively affect the oil and gas industry.
Hello there. Welcome to the Primetime School, Paysetters, where we nurture your wards to become responsible adults. Our facilities include conducive learning environment, experienced and qualified teachers, modern learning instructional materials, computer education, music classes and many more. We teach our pupils to be bold. We celebrate excellence. And we have fun. Let's give your ward a pace-setting experience. Call us on 08023259393 or 08067027943. Or visit us at Zone A and Zone E, Iba Housing Estate, Lagos.
Harrybeat International Services Limited is one of the reputable service and solution provider to the oil and gas industry with strong focus on engineering, marine, construction, and maintenance services. Let's meet Aga Abani, the proudly Nigerian Managing Director.
We have a team of seasoned professionals in our organization, so who have over 25 years of experience, including engineering, construction, and maintenance services. Our vision as a company is to become an embodiment of capacity through innovation. Innovation that we can compete favorably in the international market. Our mission is to provide leading edge, quality, and cost-effective services to the oil and gas sector.
As a committed services company with intention to project Nigerian capacity within the oil and gas sector, partnership is given a pride of place in all operations.
Harrybeat International Services is also a member of several organizations, like in our areas of service, we belong to the professional organizations like NACE, National Association of Corrosion Engineers International, Society for Protective Coating, SSPC. We are also a member of PETAN, Petroleum Technology Association of Nigeria. We belong to OCTAN, Oil and Gas Trainers Association of Nigeria. We are also a member of Metal Building Contractors and Directors Association of United States. So, and also we belong to British Council, Safety Council.
With a vision to become an embodiment of capacity through innovation that can compete favorably in the international market, services are rendered with highest standards and integrity.
We are specialists in anti-corrosion services, both onshore, offshore, swamp, facilities, and structures. We are also specialists in tank construction and maintenance. We employ automated tank cleaning system for our tank cleaning services. So we are into cathodic protection. We are into welding and fabrication. We supply coating inspection instruments and materials, and also surface preparation equipment. These are the major activities we do. We are into pipeline coating and wrapping, and also pipeline monitoring.
At Harrybeat, services are offered through innovative engineering and cutting-edge technology.
We pride ourselves as solution providers. So what we do is that in any area of this our core business areas, we like to employ new technologies, current technologies that are obtainable in those areas, so that we create a benefit for our clients. So what we do, the end point is to create a point to our clients. So okay, when you come to service delivery, we make sure we meet the target set by the client, and also we execute our project with good workmanship and safety. We have a high target for ourselves. So especially with the implementation of this Project 100, I can tell you that in the next 5 years, Harrybeat will have the ability to deliver quality service promptly in the oil and gas.
He speaks on his expectation from Project 100.
The challenges facing our organization, number one is availability of projects. Like I told you, since 2013 we completed our major project. It has been difficult to get. We bid, but those bids have been kept on hold up to this moment. So it is a major challenge. Then another major challenge is project financing. All the banks, they are very reluctant to invest in projects, to support some companies in project execution, because they want short-term loan. They want to give out short-term loan. So it has been a major issue. If you have a big project that requires some funding, it is always difficult to get a project finance from any of the banks. So that's a major problem. Then another challenge we have the expertise, we have everything. So we need a larger operating environment to set up the type of facilities we need, workshops and so on. So we actually need a bigger place, so which we are working to also. These are some of the challenges we are facing. So, and I hope with the intervention of this Project 100, I think that we'll be able to, achieve that.
Given the wealth of experience of the team, Harrybeat assures clients of sustained satisfaction in their service delivery.
Olutee Engineering International Limited is a wholly indigenous oil and gas servicing company incorporated in 2003 to render high-quality services in waste management, dredging, environmental engineering, marine services, civil and structural engineering construction, among others. Shawana Kolawole is the unassuming and tenacious managing director.
We started out as grass cutting community contractor to Chevron back in the late 90s into the early 2000s. And prior to that, we have been in several other construction jobs where we've done constructions for fencing, for roads and all of that. So we started as a proper engineering company before metamorphosing into an environmental management company, which is our cash cow at the moment. So we've been there, especially working with Chevron as our partner over the years, where we work with them for the management of all the waste that was generated during the EGTL project. And when the EGTL project was handed over to Chevron, we still work in that space, providing waste management services for them as well.
As a beneficiary of the Project 100, the company assures clients of efficient and effective service delivery, even as they seek to grow and expand their businesses.
In the construction space, we have always operated with Niger Delta Development Commission, where we've done some other road jobs and solar lightning jobs in the Niger Delta region across Port Harcourt, Ondo State and Delta State. So these are the track records we've been. So currently we are into waste management as our major business. We have our operational facility in Warri, precisely in Odu local government of Delta State, where we have our facility for incineration, for other waste management services, sorting, segregating, baling, compacting, and composting, complete recycling process in Delta State. So this is where we are at the moment. We are looking to grow the business, obviously into other areas of waste management, and our direction is to go green. So we're looking at solutions that will not impact the environment, but maintain and also benefit our host communities.
As a dynamic and focused company conversant with best practices, huge investments is made in the area of modern technology to raise the bar for the esteemed clients.
The big vision of the company is to be the leading integrated services provider, providing environmental management, equipment leasing and construction services to our clients. That's what we want to do, and that's where our focus is at. We want to provide help our clients to focus on their core businesses. So if you are a production, if you're into oil production, focus on oil production, while we provide services for your waste management and for other ancillary services. That's the vision of the company. So we want to lead in that direction. We want to show that it is possible for indigenous company to provide excellent services. It's the global vision.
He speaks extensively on the challenges facing their operations.
What is the forum in Nigeria that ensures that all the players in the oil and gas sector interface with indigenous companies? You know, an example is what the NCDMB has done, like the NOGOF. It's a good forum where they are telling us what opportunities abound in that space and how local players can tap into that space. But after the conference, the next step then is how do we connect, you know, which is what I think is missing in the whole setup. So how do we meet? How do the providers of the opportunities meet with the local players of the community and ensure that the people who have the capacity and the capability to do these things are the ones doing these things? Of course, at a reasonable. I know that every player wants to ensure that they are doing it at good price. We are open to providing the prices that are favorable. Yeah, so things like that, I think, are some of the challenges that we're facing.
Presently, structures have been put in place to drive excellence in their operations to add value to clients' needs.
We have set our sights not to measure ourselves against only Nigerian players. You know, there are waste management companies and providers that have global reach, and we are looking to benchmark ourselves with those. So by providing integrated waste management solutions, you know, that caters from where the waste is generated and how it is being moved to where it will be treated or disposed, you know, and then to also, not just that, we also want to provide back-end services. So example is if a waste is generated and then it is incinerated, whether through a thermal desorption unit or through high-powered incinerators, it develops ash. So how do you manage the ash? We also want to provide solutions in that regard. You know, like the landfill I mentioned earlier, that is another solution. And you know, the beautiful thing about the landfill is that it is going to outlast a lot of waste that is being generated. So the landfill is going to be there for the next 25 years. You know, and you know, things like that. That's where we see ourselves. Where we provide a solution, we want to provide it end to end, and then we're benchmarking ourselves not against local players only, but against international players, whether in South Africa, whether in the US, whether in China, where we've seen excellent waste management solutions. And that is what we want to do.
Olutee Engineering International Limited is indeed poised to serve clients better with their cutting-edge technology.
With institutional support from the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Boards to these indigenous oil and gas service providers, it is expected that these companies can compete favorably anywhere in the world. To watch our previous broadcast, you can visit www.youtube.com/Economy Today on NTAI. And so, we say thank you to you, our sponsors, as well as our esteemed viewers. On behalf of the rest of the crew, thanks for watching. I remain Zainab Ubitin.